And then you'll just open up your.
It's pulling up.
Alright.
Then I would maybe give it just a second because, like I said, there is a delay. But I just for somebody walking.
Well, good morning, all.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here on time. Appreciate that.
On time, we was all early.
And yeah, most of you were 15 minutes early. Yeah. So that's gonna be good for us to expedite the process and get you out of here in a timely fashion as well. So this particular presentation is going to take about 45 minutes, and it'll have a little bit of time for any questions that you may have. And the topic is pretty unique too. It's ergonomics. So it's how the body moves and what aches and pains that you may have at the end of the day. But what we want to see and what S&K wants to see is that you go home in the same condition that you arrive each and every day. And it's very challenging because your particular tasks are extremely physically demanding. And you have to put your body in very, very unique and altered posture to get the task accomplished. We're going to try to think differently today, and we're going to try to do the best that we can to make changes on how we perform our tasks. And it's never too late to make some changes with how we do our tasks each and every day. And everybody have a chance to sign in. There's a sign-in sheet going around. Just print your name or sign it as legibly as possible. That's always nice. So, all right. This is the agenda. We're going to talk about what a musculoskeletal disorder is. We're going to talk about the risk factors. We're going to talk about your unique tasks. We'll talk about ways to control or combat that task that you have and combat that physical demand that you have each and every day. And then we're going to work on potentially and hopefully figuring out a way to change our behaviors when we do our thing. Safety is all about choices. Toddler. You have any toddlers? Hello? Grandkids?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I've got a few grandkids. How old are they?
4.
4? Yeah.
6.
6, 4? All right. I've got a 3-year-old granddaughter and a 6-year-old grandson. But no matter. Next time we're at a social event where there's toddlers, watch a toddler pick something up. Look at the picture on the left. They use proper lifting technique without any training whatsoever. It's amazing. Muscle groups, they use the strong muscle groups of the legs, they get close to the body, they have good balance. It's textbook perfect almost every time. So watch a toddler pick something up. Now through time, we take shortcuts and we take unique chances.
Hey, Ari, they can hear it?
No.
See, I'm on YouTube, but it's not. It doesn't stream. Sorry. I don't know what happened. How does it synchronize with the YouTube page? Okay, there it is. It's so weird. Okay. I apologize.
No worries.
Keep going. Keep going. Okay.
So anyway, as we age, as we get into our adult years, we take unique risks and take chances sometimes. And if you look at his great uncle here on the right, he's taking a few risks, as you can see. But what I want you to pay close attention to is his posture and this little C curve he creates with his back. And we're going to talk about what the C curve means to you and your body here in a little bit. But these are them. Musculoskeletal disorders. A fancy way to say an ergonomic illness or injury. They're slow to develop. They don't happen overnight, so they don't heal overnight. So again, very, very challenging to get a musculoskeletal disorder or an ergonomic injury or illness to heal properly. These could be caused by repetition, force, and vibration, awkward postures, the things that you guys do each and every day. And then contributing factors are things like your lifestyle and your hobbies. Sometimes it's your genetics that may be causing musculoskeletal disorders or contributing to making them worse. So that means more costs to us and to our employer, complaints, and workplace claims. Things such as arthritis, bursitis, tendinitis, epicondylitis, plantar fasciitis. I mean, if it's an itis, it's pretty bad news, right? Anybody have any itises?
I think I got all of them.
You got all of the above except number E?
Four of it.
Yeah.
Definitely got tendinitis. Yeah, when you show them all that.
Well, they're very real and they're very painful.
Yep.
So we got to do things differently so we can control that discomfort, so we can prevent discomfort. So we can do the things that we like to do when we're not solving world problems at S&K. Anybody have any hobbies? Yeah, what is it? What do you like to do when you're not here at work? Basketball?
Same.
That same? Okay, all right. Anybody else?
Fish.
Fish? All right. Fishing, hunting, outdoors, swimming. I like to golf and gamble. Those are my two passions. I'm not very good at either one of them. And that's maybe why they ask me to play all the time.
So you a G-man.
They know I'm easy money, right? Yeah.
You a G-man.
But I don't take risks at the workplace. So let's make that clear. So absolutely not there. But most of our hobbies, most of our passions require movement. And who knows? Maybe someday we can all retire and enjoy the things that we like to do, whether it's spending time with our family or performing the tasks that we love. First thing we're going to do is talk about back pain. Anybody know someone that's had significant back injury? Yeah. And it could be the person in the mirror, all right? Could be a relative that we care about. Could be a good friend. But it's still the number one problem affecting the U.S. workforce today. It's the second most cause of missed work days. And what do you think number one is? And it's not hunting in October.
Football or headaches.
You're on the right track.
Super Bowl.
So, yeah, exactly. It's the common cold. The common cold. So back pain is number two to the common cold. Most workers experience a significant back injury at around age 35. And that's how old I was 2 decades ago. And that's when I had my first significant back injury. I was picking up an empty laundry basket. Went down, had a spasm, couldn't get back up. So it's not the force, usually. It's the repetition and the awkward postures that can wear out your vertebrae and your disc inside your spine. So again, we got to really, really start trying to make changes with how we pick up a paper clip or an empty laundry basket or whatever it is that we're lifting. They occur for a lot of reasons, but every time you bend over or lift something heavy, or you sit leaning forward, you put all that extra disc pressure in your lower back. So again, slouching is okay. I call it reclining, as long as your hips are back in the chair. It's okay to lean back. But once you start perching forward, so if you have a tendency to perch forward when you drive or when you eat your dinner, you'll want to make some changes with your lifestyle. Over time, those discs between your vertebrae can start to wear out, and you don't even know it. So that's the danger of it all. Here's a little case study. It's a good friend of mine, one of my golf buddies. He's in the safety world as well. He took on a new job, basically sitting behind the computer each and every day. Oh, this is going to be easy. Had horrible postures, sat down, perching forward most of the time when he drove or when he ate or when he used the computer. He was on his way to Mexico City for a 2-day safety conference. And the disc, or he had a bulging disc that erupted on the plane, had to have emergency surgery. So he's in Mexico City now, not just for 2 days, but for 2 months, because he had restrictions. He couldn't fly home. He packed for 2 days, so His Spanish improved quite a bit, and he also got very, very familiar with the city. But again, it hindered his whole lifestyle. When he did get back home, he couldn't drive. Couldn't drive back and forth for work for about another 6 months, and he couldn't golf for 2 years. So again, it's something that can be very, very debilitating, but also can hinder your life and your lifestyle. Musculoskeletal disorders and injuries like this are very, very expensive, way above inflation. One out of every $3 spent on workers' comp goes to an ergonomic injury or illness. Again, they're slow to develop, so they're slow to heal. Let's talk a little bit about lifting. Who wants to volunteer to demonstrate proper lifting technique, just like a toddler? Anybody? All right, hang on, Mike. Let me get you something to lift.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't fail.
Don't fail.
Yeah. Okay.
So all the things you've ever learned about proper lifting.
Then you need.
All right, now set it down. All right. Pretty good, right? What did he do right? He bent his knees and used the strong muscle groups of his body, just like a toddler. Well,
Kept it close to his body.
kept the work close to the body. Anything else?
Kept his back straight.
Kept his back straight. He had good posture. And don't consider the back bent forward a little bit as too much of an awkward posture. Again, his hip, elbow, shoulder, ear, we're all alignment. So that's good.
Now I'll show you how we normally do it.
Now, how could he have improved with what he did there before the second demonstration?
Put a back brace on.
Back braces I'm not a big fan of, but they do work for some people if it's a proper fit.
Determine the weight first.
Yeah, did you hear that? Maybe figure out how much it weighs prior to the lift. Lift with your mind first. Understand the destination. So those are some really good tips as well. Set it down safely. So look up. Keep your chin up as you set it down as well. All right. So again, those are some great things, and we appreciate that as well. So excellent.
Yeah.
In different cultures, they may handle material differently. So take a little look at this. This is a video clip of material handling in Bangladesh. Well, they're trained from an early age to do things like that. Posture's good, but I'm going to imagine his lifestyle as he ages is going to be pretty bad. So, I don't encourage anyone to handle items like that here. So, but I do encourage proper lifting technique. So again, we've already had a good demonstration. Make sure that if we have an opportunity, make sure that there's good handles to hold on to. But again, Mike did a good job of demonstrating proper lifting technique. Keep things in what we call the power zone, if at all possible. Now again, when we do it 100% of the time, probably not. But let's start today trying to keep things close to the body, above the knee and below the shoulder when we're maneuvering items by hand. And we're lifting things by hand, carrying things by hand. Again, keep it, baseball season just started a couple days ago. My Mets are 2-1, so they're off to a good start. Anyway, keep the items above the knee and below the shoulder, close to the body. Don't extend out the hands and the elbows away from the body. Just like a crane, once you put the load farther away from the body, what happens? Yeah, a little heavier, and the load capacity feels heavier. Test it. Keep the butt down and the head up. Have balance. Whatever the balance is for you, have balance when you're lifting items. And again, we already talked about setting it down safely. Ask help. Get a mechanical assist. There's no shame in help, and there's no shame in utilizing carts whenever we can as well, if they're available. All right, team lifts are excellent. Hey, if all else fails, delegate. All right. So, this guy here got Man of the Year award. So we've covered a lot of those things in a very, very quick fashion. So I'm going to let this video clip review what I just talked about because I think it's that important. Again, it's the number 2 reason for people who are missing work.
Before you lift anything, take a moment to consider these 5 important guidelines. 1. How heavy or bulky is the item being moved? Know the weight of the load before you try moving it. Also, is the load too bulky to handle by yourself? Are there any other special considerations before lifting? Can you clearly identify the points where you can get the best and safest grip on the load? 2. Can you lift the load manually or will you need help? Help could be in the form of a second lifter or a step up to some type of a mechanical lift assisted device. You should know your personal limitations. In other words, what amount of weight can you safely lift without risking injury? Even if the load is within your limits, consider using mechanical help whenever possible. But if the item is heavy or ungainly, get help. Don't let your ego get you in trouble. Get a second person, a hand truck, forklift, dolly, or whatever else is available. 3. What location is the load coming from? Are you moving something from a hard-to-reach place like overhead or far back on a shelf? Does it have to be lifted out of a container? Is it in a tight area that may give you trouble? You want to be able to position yourself as close to the load as possible before lifting. The closer you are, the less strain on your body. If it's back on a shelf, slide it out to get it closer. If it is coming out of a tight area, make sure you have adequate room for your hands and arms. Watch out for pinch points. Be aware of any adjacent obstructions and always make sure you can see the top before moving. 4. What is the destination point? Before you lift anything, think about where the load will be placed. Will it be going somewhere overhead, in a narrow, tight spot? What special precautions should be taken before you get to the end point? Will you have enough room? At the destination, don't try to shoehorn something into position. Allow yourself as much room as possible to set the load down. Avoid hitting anything nearby. You can always shift it after it's down. 5. What route do you have to follow while carrying or moving the load? Check the path from start to finish. Are there any tripping hazards, trash, or debris on the floor? Any holes that could break your ankle? Any changes in floor elevation that could throw you off balance? Any loose, uneven, or unstable footing, like grass, dirt, broken concrete, gravel? Will you be going through any doorways, blind intersections, or anywhere else that you should be aware of? Are there any wet, slippery areas? Very important, how is the lighting along the route? And if you are moving from inside to outside or from outside to inside, are you prepared to deal with the lighting changes? Traveling in or out of doors can cause temporary vision loss while your eyes adjust to the lighting changes. Remember, the shortest way isn't always the best or the safest. Know the high fives of back safety and always plan your lift.
Yeah, video does a good job of talking about planning the lift, understand the destination. So whether you're at work or at home, those are some pretty darn good tips. Any question on back awareness or proper lifting? All right, excellent. There's more to it, of course, as we know, than just back injuries. And again, I think a couple of you had almost every itis up there. Is that accurate? Yeah, so then they're real. And they're real. Yeah, and it hinders your lifestyle. So we want to, again, make sure that we start taking care of ourselves so we can continue to play basketball, until we're 90, right? Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, so that's the goal. I want to be able to golf, until I'm 90. Both my parents are still alive, fortunately. They're in their 80s, and they still golf 2-3 times a week, so that's a good thing. But the perfect ergonomic storm is frequency or repetition style of movements, force, or physical exertion, or physical demands, and duration. And who works 8-hour days?
9, 10.
All right, yeah, so you get it. So your days are long. And I know there's only 24 hours in a day, but there's going to be more sunlight here shortly. Maybe your hours will extend. I don't know. But I know you're getting busy, and overtime might be expected. So even more so, a reason to get good rest. Take care of yourself at the workplace and away from the workplace. And frequency. Your tasks are very, very unique, and you have to position yourself in very, very unique ways. And that repetition will wear you out through time. And then, of course, the physical demands. So again, there's other risk factors too, environmental risk factors, such as extreme cold. Body tends to tense up a little bit when it's really, really cold. Extreme heat. Your body fatigues quicker in extreme heat. Vibration, postures, and then other risk factors up here we'll talk about. So these are the tools that you use. Is that accurate? And then maybe more than just these, but here's a few. And there's a lot of things associated with that. So grip and the handles themselves can cause a different way to grip the tool. Maybe there's some vibration. And again, we want to try to thicken the handle if we can. So we want to try to avoid any pinch grips if at all possible. We want to keep the handles in what we call the power zone. And we want to try to minimize vibration. Do you have tools that create vibration? Maybe pressure washers and things like that? So there are things on the market that may help. There's anti-vibration gloves and things like that. Again, you can try to get a wider power grip on things instead of pinch grips. So you can even tape the handles if you choose. Then we'll talk about ways to use the tools uniquely, administratively, and maybe utilize our left hand and our right hand if we can. Some people can't do that. I'm trying to use my left hand more and more all the time. So again, you change it up a little bit. So force exertion is certainly a risk factor. Pushing, pulling, lifting, carrying, maneuvering your tools and your material that you use each and every day. Everyone has different types of strength. Not everyone has the same exertion levels. Some people fatigue faster than others. So we're all very, very different. So again, we need to be aware of that. Frequency. Using the same joints and muscle groups over and over and over and over and over. That's a risk factor. So we need to be aware of that. High repetitive motions for the neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands. There's another video clip. I know you may have seen this one before, but it's worth showing again. And this gentleman here, I don't know if he's from Australia or England, but he does a good job of explaining. It's called a water pole?
Water fed.
Water fed? Okay, all right. So again, this may be a review for some of you, but it is a good one to see once again.
This video is about looking after yourself. It's really about stretching and resting. So what we know from watching now...
Hang on one second. Let me try to get some more volume to that.
They like
Sorry for the technical difficulty.
This video is about looking after yourself. It's really about stretching and resting. So what we know from you watching me, and I've only got the top slightly extended so you can see, is that when we're agitating like this. We know that we're going to use the water-controlled rock and try and use our whole body, not just our arms. But the agitation is basically done at 60 degrees, whereas with the rinse only shorten the pole off. That makes it very much lighter. Completely up and down, it's very light, maybe less than 3 kilos with all the water and crush and everything on it. And we're going to do the rinsing like this. However,
We'll come back to this one. I'm going to get the video, audio thing in control. Well, hang tight on that one. I'll get the audio fixed here in a moment. Let's talk a little bit more about duration. With days turning into weeks and weeks turning into months, who's been here the longest? Who has the most tenure in this room at S&K? Who's worked here more than 4 years? 10? 15? All right, so 2 of you guys work here longer than 15 years. So again, we're starting super early, right? So again, you get it. You've worked overtime quite a bit, I imagine. Yeah, so again, duration is certainly a risk factor. So we need to get proper rest when we can. Awkward postures. You guys, again, put yourself in some very unique postures. You do some very unique things to your body. You have to have some flexibility and strength to do what you guys do each and every day. So it's amazing to me the physical demands you place on your body. So again, an awkward posture is working in a position that requires muscle activity. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
An awkward posture, you're actually using more muscle activity to perform a task than if you were in a neutral posture. So I hope that makes sense to you. So again, you're working harder to get the job accomplished when you put yourselves in a very, very awkward posture. These postures are things such as hands above the head, bent or deviated wrists, elbows and shoulders out, called obstructed. So again, the chicken wing side. Back bent forward. Now, NIOSH says 30 degrees is a risk factor, but for some people, maybe it's only 20 degrees or 10 degrees if you have other conditions, or you have back pain in your family or things like that. Neck bent forward, greater than 30 degrees, or in your case, extended.
Yeah.
Head extended up. Puts a lot of wear and tear on the upper shoulders, the back, and the neck. Probably don't have too much squatting or kneeling. I think most of it is what, over shoulders and overhead?
No, we do a lot down.
You do? Oh, okay. All right. So again, these are all 4 postures that you need to be aware of. So working with hands overhead. Again, shoulder abduction. Neck or back bent forward. Squatting, kneeling. He said, I was not anticipating for you to do as much squatting or kneeling that you do. So again, that's something else. And then there's other risk factors, miscellaneous risk factors. Maybe you have a medical condition, you don't even know. I think I'm working on type 2 diabetes and not even realizing. Other medical conditions or other family genetics, or itises or arthritis and things like that. Personal factors, age, fatigue. I don't think anybody here is pregnant. So that's nice. Personal fitness levels. But again, what you do each and every day is extremely physically demanding. And then maybe there's stress inside and outside of the workplace that could cause fatigue in the muscles and then the musculoskeletal portion. All right. Any questions so far? Again, awkward postures require more muscle activity to utilize than a neutral posture. So we kind of have a good idea of what it is that we do and how we position our body. But let's talk about ways to control or combat all those risk factors or all those things associated with ergonomic injury or illness. There's administrative controls. Maybe we could do some job rotation. I don't know how easy or challenging that is. Maybe we can get familiar with, using our left hand more if we're right hand dominant or vice versa. Maybe there's ways to position our body closer to what it is we're trying to accomplish. Sometimes that's very challenging on a ladder or on a lift or the other things that you do. But again, let's think through ways that we can minimize those upper postures. Personal protective equipment, we talked about anti-vibration gloves, or they have creepers or what's called crawlers if you're doing a lot of squatting or kneeling. Again, neutral posture again is requiring the least amount of muscle activity. So again, utilize and think like you're a toddler when you're picking something up. They do it the right way almost every single time. Disc pressure again, when you're sitting down, leaning forward, you put the most disc pressure on your back. So again, try to minimize the time that we're bending forward. So if you're like in a lift, aerial boom lift, try to maybe get as close as you can to the work. And again, on ladders, try to really maximize the staying inside the rails if you can. That keeps the torso upright. All right. Frozen corn, frozen peas do a great job when you need to ice the fatigue muscle groups. And again, I bet there's days when you go home and you're not feeling like you are going home in the same condition as you arrived. So combat muscle fatigue with icing the areas of discomfort. Ice works great. Avoid heat. Utilize ice. Refresh your eyes and your mind and your body. Try to take a micro break throughout the day. Do you allow breaks throughout your day?
Oh, no.
No? Just 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. No breaks, no lunch. Yeah, take advantage of that. If possible, take them in good, timely durations. The body starts to fatigue after 2 hours. So take that little micro break. Don't wait till the end of the day. I was doing an ergonomic evaluation up in Chicago for a phosphorus plant. And they had these mechanical assists that they would be able to take this mechanical hoist and pick up the item and move it easily, and no one ever used it. No. I'm like, well, why aren't you using the mechanical assist? They said, well, our day is like this. We start at 7, and we get to leave at 3:30. We need to finish our task after we get 16 pallets loaded. So what they would do is bust their tail and pick up these things weighing anywhere between, I think, 40 and 60 pounds. And they would do it all by hand and put them on these conveyors, and then they would take all their breaks at the end of the day.
That's because the company's pushing them to get more and more out.
Yeah, well, no, they were only required to do 16 pounds. And then that was it. But they couldn't go home, so they would just go into the break room at the end of the day, all sore and all full of pain, to be able to watch Oprah from 3 to 3:30. So again, that's not a good plan. Yeah, well, that's a pretty good program. So again, you use logic when you take your breaks. Is what I'm trying to get at. Thank you when you're 90. If you can get to those rituals, something like that. Incorporate wellness throughout your day. Now that might be challenging. You're already have a lot of physical demands each and every day, but use all your muscle groups. Get the rest that you need. Walk. Park your car, at the edge of the parking lot, if you can. Try to do some stretching before, during, and after your work day. The flexibility is so very, very important. Good circulation, things like that. Take the steps instead of the elevator. Again, try to do some stretching throughout your day, if at all possible. Please don't underestimate the importance of flexibility with your life and your lifestyle. So, it wouldn't be an ergonomics class without stretching, right? So I want everybody to stand up, please, right now. This is the stretching, the first stretching exercise that I want you to perform. able to do that one here right away. But through time, maybe we can. We'll just pass this stretch guide out. Take it with you to choose. I'll have it in file as well. These are the types of things that we're handing out. Because what I'd like for you to try to introduce yourselves. And again, we're not going to perform any stretching right now. It is a good thing to stand up. It's hard to sit in a classroom, at 7 in the morning. So again, I understand that and appreciate that. But, stretching and flexibility is very, very important. Stroke and lower back. Again, try to introduce yourselves to some of these types of things each and every day. Stretch lower extremities too. Stretch your legs out, your hamstrings, and those types of things. Third time, quadriceps. Again, this doing here is utilizing how easy it is to just use a bucket or a toolbox or something like that you have. And again, since you are utilizing your hands and your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders so much each and every day, please get into the habit, get into the routine of performing these stretches before work, during work, and after work. Again, I think you'll minimize the risk of one of these itises that these two guys have all of them. But, and again, it might be something above and beyond. But, again, they both know that it's not a pleasant feeling. Yeah, never too late. Again, stretching. Think about how a musculoskeletal disorder or ergonomic injury can impact your life. Again, some of us have hobbies. Some of us have family. That's very, very important to us. What if you couldn't drive yourself to work? What if you couldn't brush your own teeth? What if you couldn't brush your own hair? What if you couldn't dress yourself? And you need assistance for all those types of things. So think about those things now. You can prevent common problems from occurring. You can minimize the discomfort from growing or turning into a major setback. So again, these are things we want to think about and take very serious if we want to enjoy ourselves. Just if we have that chance to retire. Any questions at all? How do we change our behavior? How do we make changes to our lifestyle?
Consciously think throughout the day, I'm going to do this differently than I used to. That's how you change behavior. I was going to say get married. But it's something you have to force yourself to do. You have to think about it. And the more you think about it, the more it becomes a regular thing. So,
You see one of your coworkers lifting something with what I call the C curve. Let them know. Remind them to pick up things like the top. Remember I talked about the C curve earlier in the program. What I want you all to do right now is make the OK sign just like this. Take your opposite hand and pull through the opening. And you can have a little tug of war with yourself. Now what I want you to do is create a very awkward posture like this, the C curve, where you stretch your tendon and make the same OK sign and pull through the opening. What are you finding out? When you stretch your tendons, what happens?
A lot weaker.
A lot weaker, yeah. And you're more susceptible to what? Injuries. Yeah. So again, when you create a C curve, when you lift, you're stretching your tendons, and you're more susceptible to back injury. So use the tools the best you can. Try to avoid those awkward postures if at all possible. Let's take a little 5-minute break. And I want to see if I can get these video clips, this volume fixed. I do want to show that.
What you're about to
No, that's still not very loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go back up.
I don't.
This particular one.
Assume.
Let me see about. Is this the coaxial or?
See what happens. I have no idea where this goes.
It's not microphone. Oh, that's the one.
Oh no.
We used to just be able to turn it up and down here.
I'm gonna press play and see if it made a difference in sound.
This video is about looking after yourself. It's really about stretching. From you watching me, I've only got the pole slightly extended.
This is plugging into anyway. So that's plugged in. Maybe it goes to this one back here. I don't know where it's unplugged if we went to that one.
Was just. Oh, Ann was using the.
Yeah, that one. It would make sense to plug it in here. Alright, that's going to upside down. I mean, the only thing is that
I turned this on. But I don't know if that matters. It's not. I don't think anything's plugged into it.
I don't know what that's. When
Well,
that's,
there are some cables plugged into it.
this is just for if you're going to use that for either one of these. So that you don't need that on.
Maybe I'm not on the right.
Oh. I mean, there have been no changes. I wouldn't start pressing stuff.
Okay.
We haven't changed anything. Or shouldn't have, unless like she accidentally kicked it or something.
Yeah, I don't think so. Try that.
Try that.
Try now.
This video is about looking after yourself. It's really about stretching.
Same. I mean, all sound is up 100%. I mean, could it just be the video by chance?
No, but I played it earlier on my machine. It was loud and clear.
Well,
Alright.
I mean, you would just turn one of these things, the master volume, is that what you did?
Yep. Oh, there's a couple speakers. But there's a wire not connected together. See the blue wire?
You ain't even been in the shop.
That's
Gotcha. Okay.
I like to finish everything.
Well, you were.
I know, I watched it. I love it. Where's the pole at? You want to see on? It's a big
It's a big pole, man.
It's a big ass pole.
No.
It's like 20 by 20
This video
pole.
is about looking after yourself
Bright yellow.
and resting.
Big bright yellow
I
pole.
know from you watching me, and I've only got the
It was
pole
dark.
side.
It was dark, and I got quite well on that there. Yeah, but I get one.
Whole rock, which trying to use the whole body, not just our arm. But the education.
Well, I apologize. I can't get this audio portion figured out. Yeah, you'll have a review at some point. But let's just talk through it, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. These poles, what are they called again? Water poles? What he's trying to demonstrate, I know you've seen it before, is, my goodness, you've got those hard to reach windows or what have you, and you extend those poles out like a crane or anything else, farther away your hands are from the body, the more muscle activity you're going to use. So who's got some good ideas on how to use it? Who's using the most? You too, right? Yeah.
All time.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Out to the body, what are some other ideas?
What's hurting you is when that contract, what we need to do.
No more working the boat.
What are some other ideas besides that? So keep close to the pole.
Focus on your surroundings.
Be aware of your surroundings. Please make sure there's no power lines, right? Around you. What are some other things you can do to minimize the exertion that you have on those water poles?
Keep your body parallel, close to the building, the way the area you work on is possibly.
Yeah. Face up. Get square to the building. Don't twist or turn, right? What are some any other ideas on how to?
When you got it fully extended out, instead of using your arms, move it up and down, you're supposed to walk back.
Excellent. Video clip does talk about that. And that makes sense, right?
Yep.
Just don't use your upper body. You want to be able to, what we call dance with the work. Move the feet with the work as well. The legs have the strongest muscle groups. So utilize those. Any other questions on ergonomics or musculoskeletal disorders? Excellent. I've got a couple questions for you then. Hang on. So what OSHA requires and what a lot of companies want is for you to be able to demonstrate your knowledge after a training event. Kind of make sure you're at least paying a little bit of attention, and maybe you'll have one takeaway from today. Everybody know what the C curve is? Yeah, we want to minimize that. Why is that? What happens when we stretch our tendon? You're weaker. You're more susceptible to injury. Absolutely. When should you report an injury?
As soon as possible.
Immediately. Yeah, as soon as possible. Yeah, don't wait. Don't delay. There's a lot of reasons why you don't want to do that. You don't want to turn a potential hairline fracture in your ankle into something dramatic that could require surgery. What is one type of musculoskeletal disorder? Anitis. How many itises are there? There's lots of them.
There's more.
Yeah, there's all kinds of them. So arthritis, tendonitis, bursitis, epicondylitis, plantar fasciitis, back pain. Who's heard of carpal tunnel syndrome?
That's what I just get ready to say.
Yeah, it's number 2 on the list behind back pain for the most common problem with the U.S. workforce. So again, yeah, it's real. And again, we want to try to memorize that. How close to the load should you get? Yeah, and set it down safely too. Keep your head up and your butt down. How could you incorporate wellness into your day? Stretching, excellent. Before, during, and after. All right, and how could you embrace or encourage change? I talked about that at the very, very end.
Think different.
Think differently. Think through the processes. Utilize your peer group. Remind your friend or your coworker, or even your enemy, to work using the strong muscle. Again, I apologize for the sound, and we're going to get this fixed before you guys are here next time. Whatever topic Kevin's going to cover with you. But I appreciate it. Everybody get their cards on scissor lift and aerial lift and all that. Okay, excellent. Perfect. You guys have anything to talk through? Hell yeah, I'm done. Everybody sign in, right? Who's got the sign-in sheet? Who has not signed in yet?
So, real quick, guys, I have an opportunity to talk to all of you guys at the same time, so this is probably my best opportunity. Thank you for being at the safety meeting. This is the first one that I've been to. I know you guys have been to numerous ones last year. We had a big one back in February. We're going to do these once a month, just like we did last year. I know some of you probably think that these are sort of a waste of time. Our problem that we have is our customers that we work for require S&K and S&K employees to go through some kind of safety training. You guys are familiar with the MIX program? It's not MIX anymore, it's something else, CCS or something. So we're all required to have MIX runs. We go through the MIX training, drug testing, and all that kind of stuff. So these are important meetings. I guarantee you will learn something through these guys. These guys are the professionals in the industry. They work with construction, they work with general industry, they work with manufacturing, they talk to a lot of people. So I just appreciate the paying attention and asking questions and being interactive and all those kind. I used to do safety training, so you guys know that. And to have a group ask questions and be interactive is great. But seriously, this kind of stuff, back injuries, I have struggled my whole life with back injuries. And it's not spinal stuff, it's all muscular in my lower back. And a lot of that is weight control and lifting correctly and different things. But so anyway, thank you for that, for paying attention, and for mainly taking these training sessions seriously. So if anybody has any questions going forward on what was covered, or if you have suggestions on what could be covered in the future, that's one of the questions Kevin asked me was, what do I think we need to pay attention to? You guys are the ones that sort of, if you see something, we haven't covered something last year, and you don't think we're going to cover it this year, say something to me. We'll go over, even if it's a 5-minute thing, whatever, we'll definitely cover it. So, all right, everybody know what they're doing today? Appreciate your attention, guys. Thanks. We don't really have much residential work.
I'm not done.
Who's going back to the office? I am. You guys take those donuts with you, man. You gotta make sure something those old guys. When you back.
Yeah, the Bill 10.
All right, bud. Yeah, I'm going to lock it. Yeah. Well, we got some good weather coming tomorrow, so. Yes. It will be done. All right. Appreciate it, DJ. Sorry about that. The kite, the limo, our street trucks, street trucks and building. Yeah, you want it? Yeah, I don't. I'll take these ones too. First we go or anything? Take it back. No, we got a lot to do. Normally I just get a dozen donuts and 2 boxes of bagel things. Well, 3 dozen donuts. That was a lot of donuts. I got too many. All right, anyways, yeah, that's a shot. I am going to University in Perry, South Carolina.